is a transformation of the view of reality. Its meaning is as follows. We used to think that the body has a soul. It gives the body the ability to feel, etc. Now in the mirror case, we must assume otherwise. The soul has a body, and it gives the soul the opportunity to act in the material world. The mirror case should be understood as follows. The soul has a body. It is a view from the stars, not from the reflection itself in the mirror. This is a kind of relativity principle. It works the same way as a white sheet of a student's notebook covered with black pencil, and a black blackboard covered with white chalk. The position is not important. It is important to have two fundamentally contrasting colors. They are sources of information, and it in turn is born at the border of contact of contrasting substances. And their border is always a wave. A real person is a physical body plus its informational shadow. The mannequin also casts a normal shadow. The image of the shadow is used to separate creatures from time immemorial. Non-real people, devils, vampires, etc. do not cast shadows. They are not reflected in the mirror. Of course, the information shadow was meant before. Now there is only a direct understanding. The essence of the information shadow is reduced to the category of dimensionality. Devils are the lowest form of life in relation to humans. Just like, say, a cockroach. It has a dimension of 2D, and devils 2/2500ths of D. This is close to black people. They have a dimension of 2.28D. Despite the proximity of dimensions, devils and black people do not interact with each other. Devils are like dogs, they should be naughty. The body of a trait is a mirage with a dimension of 1/2100ths D. This value is almost equal to the dimension of the moon. If a person's consciousness is suppressed for a long time with alcohol or something else that defiles, such a person will be able to see the world 2D. In order to be a real material person, you need to learn how to interact with light. Hold them somewhere. Skip somewhere. Everyone has this property from birth. There is by default. On an unconscious level, we do nothing but process information. Remember how in crystal clear water you looked with interest at the shadows on the bottom of the reservoir, cast by waves from the surface. Here in this game of shadow and light, there is even more life than in the shadow of any person on the wall. And this is because the person who casts the shadow is no longer in the wave phase, but in the meat phase. And this is a confident certainty. It soothes through the entire being of a person. He was just born, and his whole life is already scheduled by the minute. Everything is known, who this person will be, how many children he will have, etc. And the waves of the sea and the light playing in them have always fascinated people. They fed people with energy. They gave a hint about the structure of their true nature. The wave and the light are God to us. And man is matter. Her shadow is reflected in the mirror. You know, dolls look like their mistresses. Of course, not literally, but the spirit is there.
Got it.
Even the colors are there.